No, actually not. Actually not, and we're live. Yeah, yeah, yes, 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 yes,
Live
yes, yes.
smile right here.
Live. We are live. Waiting for Amazon. This
Ah,
great button that you always need to remember to press. So pressing that button as well, and I guess yeah, we are live in Amazon. We're live in Facebook, so we're live in our Facebook page, in our community, in YouTube, in Amazon. All those great destinations. And what about bringing our favorite frame? Ba-bam. Okay, okie dokie, okie dokie. So we are live. Let's make it happen. So that's actually our 16th shows in Amazon Amazon Live. Um, wow, that's fantastic. So guys, let's just start. How are you? What's going on?
It's going.
well, all's good.
Good.
All's good. Very busy. And I'm just hoping the technology that I'm using today will actually work. Fingers crossed.
Oh,
Ooh.
you will tell us what kind of technology you are using today? It's something different than usual?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm. If it doesn't work, then I'll switch over. But for the moment, I should be able to do this.
It's getting frizzy from time to time. But let's try. Steven,
Okay.
we experimental mode for Steven for this show. We will I guess we will test several things during this show. And Steven, thank you so much for bringing and testing new things in our show. And let's start with a quick intro about ourselves. Steven, as always, you remember you're the first one.
Indeed, and thank you, Daniel. Basically, I've been with BeLive since October 2016. Enjoy every live broadcast. I broadcast live several times a week on Amazon Live, 11 a.m. Eastern, every single day. And it's just a pleasure to be here today, talking to you and showing you product. And thank you, Daniel.
Thank you so much, Steven. Thank you so much. And we are moving to Nick. Nick, what about you?
Yeah,
How are
I'm
you?
really good. Thank you. Recovering from the excitement of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, live streaming multiple times a day. That's how we like to roll every now and again. So yeah, Nick Wood, digital marketer and live streamer, and I love it. Normally 10 a.m. every day, but sometimes I don't get through my carousel, so I have to go on again midday just to make sure I'm all the way through. I've got a very funny little camera for you later.
Ooh, we'd love to learn more about that. Grant, what's up? Long
Hello,
time.
hello. Yeah, it's always good. Like Nick says, getting over that kind of craziness of the Black Friday, then the weekend, then Cyber Monday. It has been absolutely mental, but it's fantastic. A really great way to get, kind of immerse yourself in that live streamer world for a full-on weekend, which was crazy. But yeah, my name's Grant Saunders. I'm a live streamer, Amazon influencer, and performance hypnotist based out of the UK as well, and part of the BeLive crew.
Bam! Thank you so
Ah.
much. Thank you so much, Grant. I see a new feature. I see a new feature. And I guess that we'll speak about it. We'll speak about it in couple of seconds or so. But there is a new feature here. There is a new feature here. I love it. Doctor, what about you? What's up?
What's going on, everybody? So, name is Dr. Efren Lopez, Dr. Elo. I'm your community manager for BeLive. I'm also a live streamer, and yeah, I love live streaming. Everything about live streaming, Amazon Live, you name it. And I'm doing great, actually. I'm here based on 30 miles west of Washington D.C. and very happy to be here. Very happy to have the show back. So we're back, baby.
Bring it up.
Boom. Boom, boom, boom. So because I was teasing it already, so I will give you like heads up about like a new features that we are testing, and we will test like during this show. I don't think that we will be able to test it during the show, but like basically, what's the ability? The ability is actually to refresh the carousel during the stream, so you're able like to add products into the Amazon carousel from like the Amazon app,
Wow.
and then pressing like a refresh button in BeLive Studio, and then we're bringing like those products again. So if you forgot to put some products or during the stream you're looking like to add new or more products like during the stream, you're able to add them to the Amazon carousel, and then bam, one button in the BeLive Studio, refresh, and you're getting those products directly to your carousel.
Cool.
And I hope that will be
That's amazing.
usable for you guys. And of course, it will collect feedback and see how does it works for you. So I guess that the next thing that I was looking to speak with you about is a little bit of why you're using BeLive for Amazon Live. What's the main values that you're getting out of it? Maybe what's your favorite feature? And this time, Nick, we are actually starting with you.
Oh, I'll tell you what, my favorite feature is absolutely the in-product editor. This is, we go live streaming on Amazon. We're live streaming for an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 even. We have got so much recorded content thanks to BeLive just making a brilliant high definition recording in the cloud that we can just go on later on and just cut up into little segments, and we can just probably live stream and we can just make our own shoppable videos. I did it last week. I just switched the steak off for 5 minutes, did a product demo, back on. Fantastic. And the great thing is every time we press it on the carousel, we can see what it is in the editor. So there's no mucking around. There's no oh, now where did I do that? It's like boom, boom, boom. You know where it was in the carousel. You know where you pressed it. Absolutely awesome. Such a time saver. And that's one of the things, we don't just go live. It's then that after element as well in order to drive followers and views and clicks. It's just amazing.
Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you so much for that. Grant, you're next.
My favorite feature, do you know what? My favorite feature, especially over the kind of the cyber weekend, was the tip jar. It was so exciting to kind of get people to get their stuff doing that. I did my first Amazon gift card giveaway, and it's quite addictive. I ended up giving away probably 3 times more than what I was going to give away. It's such a great thing. And again, it brings that competition element to it, which the snake brought that. And then this just takes that to the next level. So the excitement over it, not just from me, but from the people watching as well. It's such a great feature that makes it immersive. It makes it more of that two-way communication between you and the audience. They can really get involved. And it's amazing to see once people go in there, they want to make sure they're in there. So the comments really ramp up again as well. So yeah, the tip jar is definitely my favorite feature of the moment. But every week there seems to be another fantastic feature. So to pick one is just impossible. But for me, that one's a great one.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will say that I have the same addiction like you. I mean, we were doing a webinar 2 weeks ago or something and then during the webinar, I was I'm so happy and excited from pressing the button again and again and bringing another winner and another winner and another winner. Yeah, it's actually really addicted to I'm pressing this button of get the winner. And I guess the next thing actually will be to improve the jar and to bring a really great celebration on screen. Right now, it's a good one. It's a good one. I mean, for the use case, it's for sure supportive, but we're looking to celebrate it in a great way. And I know that our guys are taking care about that. Chris, thank you so much for joining us every time that we are going live. You're just there, so much supportive. So thank you so much for joining us, Chris. And we are moving. Grant, thank you so much. Stephen, what about you?
Okay. The thing I'm grateful for, as Daniel well knows, and the tech staff at BeLive know, is multiple camera. And that's the ability to have more than one camera on screen at the same time. So you've got the camera you're actually using so people can see you, and then you've got the second camera with a demonstration area. You can show them both on screen side by side at the same time. And that makes it a lot easier, because when I can show my OBSBot and my LoomCube stand at the same time and explain them and show them in the carousel, it's absolutely brilliant. And today, my apologies to everybody, I was trying to push things too far, as I generally do. So I've quickly changed camera to camera only, and I've shared a screen for later. But basically, it's the camera work. It's the quality of the NVIDIA feed that comes through. The fact that we can actually do background removal from within the studio and change cameras or have multiple cameras, it's just absolutely brilliant. I noticed recently in the last couple of weeks that it is now so lean that you can have, as Nick has done, 5 cameras on screen, which is incredible technology. So I love cameras. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Steven. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Last but not least, Doctor, what about you?
For me, the hotkeys that made it everything way better. So now I get my Stream Deck. I just got a new Stream Deck Plus, which has the little dials on it. So I can actually, if I dial to the right, it changes the cameras, the formation, whatever you're doing here, I can do it with 2 dials. You just go left, right, or left and right, and it moves everything. So for me, that is a big plus, specifically if you want to turn off your camera real quick, you want to mute a group. So it has a lot of options in there, so you can actually just control stuff with the Stream Deck. So for me, that is a plus, and that's my favorite feature.
I love it. I love it, and we will mention that actually it's one of our latest releases that we had. The ability to use it and to have like those shortcuts that basically, based on those shortcuts, we're able to support the Stream Deck. So thank you so much, our engineering team, for taking care about that and making this integration come true. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And after speaking and having so much fun for the last like 11 minutes or so, I guess that we will start showing some great products on screen. And Steven, as always, you know who's the first one. So we will start by a really great camera that Steven will share with us about it. The Nexigo.
Going back to what I said a moment ago, I actually love cameras, and we're on a journey. When we first start live broadcasting, we use the internal camera on our machine, be it PC or Mac. Then we get our first external camera, we spend about $60, $70, but all the time we're in continual and never-ending improvement, and that's to improve the way that we actually look when we're live. And it's important. You have to feel comfortable, you have to feel good about how you look on camera. Now, the better the camera, the better the picture, the better you look. And 4K cameras, although we can't use them in our web browsers yet in 4K, we can use them because on a daily basis, because they've got a 4K lens in, which means that the 1080 and 720 picture is improved as opposed to other cameras. Now, the Nexigo comes from an American company based just outside Seattle, and I first saw the Nexigo on Nick's show. Nick shows the Nexigo that's got the ring light. Mine doesn't have a ring light, but it does have 4K, and 4K gives you the clearer picture, and that's what we're all after. Now, normally when I talk about cameras, I tell you that you should download the software, and so you should. But in the case of the Nexigo, you get a remote control. Now, basically, a remote control has presets, and to set a preset, you press the preset button, you press the number, and you can have 10 presets. So this is my preset number 1. Okay, that's how I look normally. This is preset number 2. And we're zooming out, and you can now see my full office. You see the bookshelf and the all-in-one PC and a bit of product placement. Oh, whilst we're here, if you didn't know, it is in fact St. Nicholas Day today, and I got all this chocolate. Thank you, St. Nicholas. And I can just change the angle. I can go left, I can go right. Okay, to the monitor, and then come back to me. I've got fine control. I can zoom in slowly and then zoom out again. I can go left and I can go right. Now, I've done all these presets on this N970p camera. Wouldn't it be good if I could take that camera when Nick and I meet up in Hampshire? I could take my camera with me and it remembers all the settings. Well, I can, because it's got flash memory, and I can set the camera up exactly as I want it to be, and then go and visit Nick. We can do a broadcast together. I can use my camera with all its settings, so the zoom in, zoom out will all work. But that's not it. You have total control just with this, because there is an on-screen menu where I can change the exposure. If I take that off, I'll go darker. If I go back to the menu again, I can change the color. Now, at the moment, it's doing it automatically. It's making sure I look good on camera. But if I go like that, this is not the best look there is. Okay, so at this stage, I could actually go and set the colors individually, or I can switch back to auto. And just going down the menu, and I'm just trying to see what's on the menu. Just a second. Mr. Director, sir. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go to menu again because I need to be able to see the menu. I can change the image. I can change the brightness. I can change the contrast. I can change the sharpness. This is all in getting comfortable on camera. But the other thing I can do is this. I can do this. Now, I don't know the camera that can actually do this. I don't know why you'd want to do it, but you can flip upside down and you can flip horizontally. Okay, so all those are within the remote control. It is great quality picture. I mean, I got this camera just for the quality of the picture. What I haven't shown before, I'll just take that menu off. You know that I have this fascination with OBSBots and the fact that it can actually move about and follow you. Well, if I go here, then whilst the camera's not following me, I can still go to the back of the room and I can present stood up. So I could tell you all about the Stream Deck, but I'm going to save that for my next segment. In terms of quality, this has got everything you need to provide a great picture when you're live on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. It just works. Simple as that. Works out of the box. It's about 7 inches wide, or 6.87 inches wide is precise. It's just the best camera, best picture that I've seen. And basically, everybody who's reviewed this camera has said the same. It works with one person on screen, 3 people on screen, 5 people on screen. It adjusts the view, so it's perfect on a stand on a conference table. You can actually go out on Zoom, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch with 5 people on screen, and you don't have to do anything. The camera takes control. Its AI can sense everybody's faces. So ideal as a single camera, which is what I use it for, but wonderful for up to 5 people on screen automatically. Daniel, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Steven. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Come back.
Thank you. Thank you. And wow, where is our doctor? I forgot him in the lobby. A second. I told you guys. I told you. It will take us. It will take us several minutes to make sure that everything is working. First time I forgot you, doctor. I'm sorry for it. I'm
It's all
sorry.
good.
Okay. Okay. So Steven, thank you so much. And from a great camera, we are moving to a microphone. And doctor, you will share with us about the Elgato Wave DX.
All right, so we have the Elgato Wave DX. I'm speaking purposely on another microphone so you can see the difference once I change to this microphone, which is really cool for $99, which is usually the price that it goes for. Please check on Amazon's for the updates for the product. But here, this product, it's phenomenal for that price. So let me go and change it. And now you can see the difference in this microphone and how does it sound, the quality. So this is a dynamic XLR microphone. Let me see if I can get a side view of it. So this is how it looks, right? It's just black, like a little black box, which it's really cool. I actually like it. It has its own you don't need a dead cat or a wind muff. It already has it inside, right? It has like a little mesh that it protects the sounds, like the P's and the S's. So it's a really cool microphone, and gives you a rich voice. It's a cardioid pattern. It's a XLR microphone, so you can connect it to the Rodecaster Pro, to any XLR device you can connect it to, right? Or you can get another device that you can connect from XLR to 3.5 millimeter. There are a bunch of them here on Amazon Live as well. So you also have that it's speech optimized for podcasting, for streaming, for broadcasting. It doesn't need a signal booster required. Now, that means that you don't need one of them cloud lifters to use it. So that cloud lifters, basically what it does is that it pumps up the signal of this type of microphone, so you can have more volume or more gain on it. So you don't need any of that. It works with Mac, PC, with basically anything. And it comes with a quick start guide. It has a swivel mount with 3/8. It has a 1/4 thread adapter as well, so you can put it to anything basically. And it's unidirectional. It has the audio sensitivity is 30 dB. It's about a pound. It's really a little heavy, but I like that it's heavy because it feels like it's a real microphone. It's made of metal, so it's not plastic. It's really hard. So, and for self defense, if you ain't speaking, you can hit somebody with it. And it's just a premium microphone for anybody that wants to start doing some content creations on Amazon Live, some anything related to live streaming as well, or podcasting. This is the voice that you're gonna get. So it sounds really, really great. You add some depth to your voice, and you might be sounding like a radio person. You never know. So that's it.
Once you were speaking, I was thinking that what will happen if we will ignore you.
That'll be
I mean,
great.
no. You will tell yeah, you are waiting for us to rejoin you, and then we are just staying in the lobby, just staying there, waiting to
I
see
can just
what
do
will
like this.
happen, and you will stay, you will wait, and we are staying in the lobby. Doctor, it was really quick. Thank you so much for sharing with us about the great microphone. But I guess when it comes to a microphone, the only thing that the community, the viewers need to is actually just to listen to like the
Exactly.
great sounds that coming out of the microphone, and like we don't need many words to be able to describe this great product. Doctor, thank you so much. We are moving forward. Grant, what's up?
Well, that's it. If you've got a great microphone, then you need a great microphone stand, a boom arm as such. Now, I've been on this search for probably the last 12 months. I was looking for the right boom arm. When I first started streaming, I'll be honest, I got one of those kits with, like a cheap USB microphone that came with a boom arm and everything else as well. And for a while it was okay, but then it got very clunky, very noisy, and very weak very quickly. The springs went weak. So I kind of gave up on the whole boom arm. I didn't like how it looked and everything else in my stream. So I went to a mic stand as a performer and as a stand-up when I stream. Having a microphone stand in front of me was my solution for a while, but I wasn't happy with that because it gave a barrier between me and the audience as such. And then a few months back, I kind of thought, you know what? I'm going to do some research. I know there's some good boom arms out there, and I wanted something because it actually takes up part of the screen space, and this is all good screen space. I wanted something that was going to look nice. I wanted a nice boom arm, so I looked at some of those that are the tubular ones, and I'd heard various different reviews. Dr. Ello was talking about the Elgato Wave one, which is a fantastic one, and so I got it down to those two. But then I managed to pull the trigger on this one, which is the Rode PSA 1, which is, when it comes to boom arms, I'll just move my mic around. When it comes to boom arms, this is the boom arm to have. And I wanted something that was going to be, I want the best of the best in the stream, and that's what I went for. It's, at first I thought, quite pricey for something that just holds a microphone. But when it sits in its clamp, you can move it around 360-degree rotation. I can move it in stream like this, and it's not making any noise. There's no creaking of the springs. There's no clunking. There's no banging. They've got great cable management, as you can see on here. I have my purple XLRs, which obviously take space up on my stream. It all looks incredibly tidy and beautiful. So if it's going to appear in the stream, it's going to look well as well. One of the things I really like about it, and we've all got those desks that have the big holes in it for the cable management, but it actually comes with something for that as well. So you can drop this into there. This screws underneath, and then you can just drop your Rode boom arm into here with your cables, and it just keeps everything nice and tidy. I mean, for me, again, I wanted something that was going to look good in the stream. And the reason for this is, and this is going to sound weird, a consultant friend of mine said, if you want to do a podcast, if you want to do some TikToks and you want to look like an authority, he says there's lots of people at the moment that are doing talking headshots to the camera. Now, I do these. I know we all do these as kind of TikToks and shorts. He says, but if you want to look like a true authority, instead of looking straight at the camera, he says you want to have your what looks like podcast microphone on your boom arm and then sit back and then talk over this way. So it looks like you're being interviewed on a podcast. He says, and it instantly makes you look like more of an authority for your YouTube shorts, your TikToks, your instant reels. And for me, I thought that is a great tip. So if I'm doing that, then I need the Rode PSA-1 Plus. Now, the Plus, basically, from what I understand, is you've got this nice neoprene cover that goes over those two arms, which tidy up so much as well. But let me talk about the packaging. I love good packaging. I think packaging of products really lets you know the quality of stuff you're going to get. And the Rode stuff is absolutely fantastic. I mean, this is the size of the box that it comes in. It's incredibly well packaged, and it's just a beautiful piece of kit. Again, functional, does its job and does it perfectly. It's well balanced when it's in the clamp that goes on the side of the desk here as well. It fits in there easily. If you're using the in-desk clamp as well, again, it just slots in there. It takes seconds to set this up, and it moves like it's made out of butter. It's beautiful, and it goes exactly where you want to put it. Now, with these cheaper arms, you'll find that with the weight of the microphone, it's going to dip a little bit. It's going to do whatever. This goes exactly where you place it every single time. I absolutely love it. It takes up space on my screen, so I want it to look beautiful. And for me, if I was to recommend a boom arm, this is absolutely the one. With confidence that I would say, get yourself the Rode PSA-1 Plus.
How interesting do I look now?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Great tip, that, isn't it?
Thank you.
We're all going to be doing that next week.
Stephen, oh my God.
Still here.
Second. Steven. I have too many streams today in the studio, and it's not like it's not sorted. I didn't sort it, so I have a little bit of mess here. But like I'm trying to keep everything organized, and I do hope that we're doing a good job. So Gan, thank you so much for sharing with us about this great microphone. The packaging, oh my God, it's hysteric. Like wow, it look like a really high quality, the packaging. But from your explanation, we are learning that it's not just the packaging; it's actually the entire arm. So thank you so much for sharing it with us. And we are moving to the next product, and the next product is actually the TP-Link.
It is.
Right?
It's the TP Tapo Pan Tilt camera, and I have it just here for you as well, Daniel. Now, I think before we go further, I think we can all agree that Grant's package was rather impressive there, and I'm hard pushed to follow him, to be honest. But anyway, here we go. We'll go down with another camera. Now, as you know, I've got 5 cameras on BeLive so far. I thought, let's get another camera to try and make it 6. And this actually, I have to say, this is a really cool camera. I was not expecting it to be as good as it is. This is, if you're into your home security, or indeed, if you've got a little baby, something like that, then this camera is absolutely awesome. Now, I've had the Ring doorbell for many years, and that is motion censored, and it goes off and you can see. And this does exactly the same, but just on steroids, to be honest. It pans and tilts, so it will rotate. And I'll forewarn you, Daniel, I might try and share this on screen so you can see it. First of all, we can got a couple of mounting options. We can either mount it on a ceiling or on a wall. It comes with mounting brackets. Oops, I've got it here somewhere. Mounting brackets, screws, and raw plugs. Now, if anyone's ever seen my DIY, you know that's never going to happen. I'm not mounting it anywhere. It will fall off straight away. But it's okay. I've got some other options. We can sit it on mantelpieces, on tables, everywhere. We can have it. So it's amazing. We can watch in 1080, high definition. So for a little security camera, that is amazing. Now it also it will pan 360 degrees. It will rotate up and down. It's motion censored, so it will sense. We can set that up so we can sense someone coming into a room. That's easy. It's got a really annoying alarm that took me about an hour to work out which button to switch it off. My fault. I'm a bloke. I didn't read the instructions. That's just the way we roll. But it is really cool. Now, super simple to set up. You just scan the QR code. It'll take you into the Tapo home. So actually, if you've already got a Tapo product, so like we got the Tapo light bulbs that we play around with, then actually that's the same app, and we just add the camera. Super, super simple to move. Now, it's two-way audio, so we can talk if someone... I always wanted to talk to a burglar, let's be honest. But it's really good. If it's a baby, for example, you got it as a child monitor, then the child can be soothed by your voice. You can hear it. It's two-way. So you can hear the baby stirring. You can see the baby stirring. You can actually talk to the baby from, I just say, the comfort of your armchair in the same room. Do not go out for dinner and just expect it on the little app on your phone. That's a big no-no. The amazing thing is, how far can you see in the dark? I can't see very far. This can see 30 foot in the dark. And if we're brave enough, Daniel, shall we give it a little go? I thought what I can do is I can share my screen. I'll share it with the phone and let's see. Then I'll switch all the lights off. I love a live demonstration. This has got so much potential to go wrong, but we never let that stop us. So right, I'm going to share my screen again. This is why I love using BeLive, because we can just share our screens here. So I got that. Come on, baby, where have you gone? It was there a minute ago. We got the let's see it. Is that me echoing? Let's see if that will work. No, sorry, it's my mirroring stopped. Mirror on the wall. Come. Yeah, who's a not me. I'm not got a 4K camera, Stephen. Just saying. I think there could be fairer ones. Now here we go. That's it. This is better. This is more like it. So I can. So here we are in the stream. So if we can share that, Daniel, that'd be amazing. Let's put it full screen. Like, hey, check this out. And so we can pan it. All the way around. This has caused me so much fun, I have to say. I know it's not the OBSBot Tiny, Stephen, but for $24, it's pretty. It is absolutely brilliant. To say, if I can try and work out how that's better. Yeah, so you can actually set it, so you can preset your marks as well. So I can set it to where I set it earlier, and it'll just move around. I've not yet worked out. I'm sorry if it's echoing. I'm not quite sure why, but I've not quite worked out why or how we change the color on it, or indeed how to potentially set it up so I can find it. But we've got playback memory. It's got an SD card in. I should take that off because it's let me come back. Oop. Coming back to you there, Daniel. And take that off. Fantastic. Yeah. So you've got an SD card. You've got 28 days of totally free. Don't even have to sign up for a Tapo cloud cover. So everything gets recorded. I say it's motion detection. If you're out and about, you know you're covered. You can see anyone who's trying to get into your house. I've got it. My sister has cats. Whenever she goes away, she's always after cat cam, and this would be an absolutely ideal solution. Although the cats keep going past it will be switching on and off. It notifies you on your phone. As I say, it's absolutely for under $25. This is a steal. You can also pair it with Alexa and with Echo Dot and Google, whatever Google's one is, I don't know. Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. 1080 high definition. Oh, we didn't switch the lights off. Oh well, maybe we'll do that next time. We'll save that. We'll keep that in reserve. But yeah, that's it. We can pan it, tilt it. So much fun.
And it's really great whenever you're not home. You can just scare your kids.
I was thinking about it for home security, and I thought, well, if I'm away and I can see someone, I'm not going to. What am I going to say? Get out of my house right now! I'm just coming up the path.
Hey, sorry, you can leave the peaks on the right side of the.
yeah. While you're there, could you turn the heating down?
Yeah, off.
The price is crazy. It's just crazy. I mean, $24.99 for for this set of camera. It's a great option for everything. I mean, any kind of use case that you would suggest. I think that it's more than beneficial to use it.
I just came to me also thinking you can set it up outside, on the edge of a garage or in your garden, and then you can actually see, wildlife that comes in and out of your garden. It will flip on. If you're sleeping, it will do a recording of it in 1080 high definition. That's not to be sniffed at.
No.
Indeed. And we had you remember the experimental feature of taking the reviews. So we were trying it once you were speaking, and even in the reviews they were actually speaking about the ability of the night camera that without lot of light, it's actually working really, really, really well. And I guess once you're calculating the price and the abilities and the features, it's just amazing one. So strongly recommending, Nick, that you will keep bringing this item to our show. It's the first time that we have such an item, and I may think that it's actually the cheapest item that we ever had in our carousel. I'm not sure about it. But I do believe that that's the one, right?
Yeah, they don't call me cheap camera Nick for nothing.
I didn't say it.
I'd like to say I work on the quality of the production, but I don't.
That's for sure not something that I was saying. So thank you so much for bringing affordable products to our stream. That's for sure something important. And from TP-Link Tapo Pan for $24.99, we're moving to the Elgato Stream Deck. And Steven, you will tell us more about that, I guess.
Well, if you'd asked me about a Stream Deck a month ago, I'd have said, why do I need one? But I was persuaded by Grant and by Farine that they were extremely valuable and extremely useful. And then Marco said, you've got the 15 key version now. What you actually want is the 32 key version. And now Farine's talking about the new one that's come out. So I feel that I'm on the way to being a Stream Deck fan. Now, if you could just share the screen, please, Daniel. Okay. Oh, we've got the technology. That's it. Brilliant. Can you swap us? They're absolutely superb. Now, you can see this is the Stream Deck. It's only a small unit. And it's got 15 keys on it. Now you can see that the 15 keys are, of course, BeLive related, as you'd expect. And if I press the BeLive key, then it allows me to load BeLive. It allows me to control the screen whilst I'm live, because these are the hotkeys that Ephraim was talking about earlier. They are so useful to actually switch from one scene to another so quickly. And you've got mutes. I haven't tried yet because I haven't found anybody who really needs muting, but that will come. So BeLive and everything I need to run the BeLive Studio because of the hotkeys is there. But one of the things, as I keep talking about, is I actually use multiple cameras. And if I have multiple cameras, I need multiple sets of software. So we've got the software for the HubSpot, we've got the software for Logitech and the Nexigo, and we've got G-Hub, XSplit VCam, all there. Now, when I used to, before I found out why I need one, because as soon as you've got one, you know why you need it, because it saves time. Now, normally when I set up for an Amazon live broadcast, it took 20 minutes, but now I can simply go through and I can press the buttons and I press 8 buttons and I've got everything I need, and I just set it and forget it. The other thing is that I don't know whether you're a fan of AppSumo, because this is not just for broadcasters. This is for everybody. Everybody should have a Stream Deck. They run from 6 keys to 15 keys to 32 keys. This is a 6-key, 15-key version. And if I click that button there, hopefully, I've got a list of all the apps I bought from AppSumo. Now, the thing about getting an AppSumo lifetime deal is if you don't use it 2 or 3 times in the first week or so, you forget about it. You just simply write the money off and you forget about it. I've now got 11 AppSumo apps that I can now use on a regular basis because they're all on hotkeys. So I can use SendFox, I can use all 11 really, and they're all really useful. If I go back up again, so again, that's saving time and memory. Now, there are 3 things that you can do which make this indispensable. I'm going to show you how it works, okay, because it's so simple. And if I go back to page 1, okay, if we go for BeLive, which is the obvious one to go for, then I've got the folder. And if I go into the folder, yeah, and I go for the BeLive option, the first thing you can do is you can set it a key to go to a website. So I've typed in BeLive, I've given the URL of my studio, and that's it. And every time I press that key now, it will go to my Chrome browser and open that page. If I go back up again, the other bit I showed you, if I go back here, is, and this is a live demonstration, apps. Okay, now in addition to web pages, you can also have shortcuts to applications. So I've got TimeBolt and Camtasia and all the software that I use, and I can just press one button. Now to set that up, I've just typed in Camtasia, and then I've linked it to the exe file on my desktop. Okay, now the power of this is not only can you do that, each screen is 15 individual keys. Each key can either be a directory with additional information in, so you can create folders, and you can have different pages. So you can have as many pages as you want, and you can have as many profiles as you want. It is so flexible, and you can have different profiles. But the simple thing is, if I go back to the beginning again, what you're actually doing is taking control of your life and saving yourself time, because everything on here is something that I had to remember, and now I can just put them on here like I did with all the AppSumo deals we've ever used, and it's so easy, simple and straightforward to do. All my apps are in there, all my favorite websites are in there, one click and it works. And when I'm going live, instead of taking 20 minutes, it only takes 5. So Stream Deck saves you time, saves you money. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you so much. How was the producer this time, Stephen?
Brilliant. First class.
It was brilliant.
I perfect. I can't say more than that, Daniel. You cracked it.
I'm your Stream Deck, like but verbally, you're telling me what to do, and I'm doing those shortcuts in the background for you.
Yeah,
it
works.
It just works.
The Stream Deck has changed the way I broadcast. Simple as that. And I want to say thank you to Grant and Efrahin and to Marco Novo, because they persuaded me.
Absolutely. And I really like the fact that everybody staying out that it's a time saver by the end of the day. It's a time saver. I mean, it's maybe some people can think that it's great to have, or it's additional things that you may need, but in the end of the day, as you mentioned, it's something that helping you to save time.
Yeah.
And that's something that I guess it's valuable in our world today, and for the price and for the abilities, I think that it's actually a great deal. And for some reason, in the last like few months, the only things that I'm hearing about is actually Stream Deck, Stream Deck, Stream Deck, Stream Deck, Stream Deck, Stream Deck. A year ago, it wasn't so like trendy as it is like right now. I don't know, Stephen, am I right? I mean, you are like the trend of like the live ecosystem. You agree that it wasn't so trendy?
But it has become the in thing for broadcasters to have, because it saves time and it saves you memory as well, because as we all know, even we forget things. If it's on a Stream Deck, you can't forget it, like the AppSumo directory that I've got. And in terms of setting things up, you don't forget any things. I mean, I just go first camera, second camera, third camera, fourth camera, that's it. I don't have to load different bits. I don't have to hunt my desktop to find things. It just makes life so easy. And it's not just broadcasters, it's anybody who uses the web and uses applications. Yeah, if you're a designer, if you're an engineer, whatever your trade may be or profession, then Stream Deck can help, because it saves time, and time is money.
Fabulous, fabulous, Stephen. Thank you so much. And we are moving back to Doctor. Doctor, you have a unique product to share with us.
Yes, we do, and we have the OWC USB-C travel dock. So this dock is the one that I'm actually taking to Puerto Rico. I'm traveling for Christmas, leaving December 19th. This is what I'm taking when I'm traveling over there. So it's a small device, really small, which I love about this. So basically, this device, it has the SD card 4.0. It has a USB 3.2, 5 gigabytes per second USB. It has for Ethernet. It has another USB. It has the HDMI, which is the thing that I must love, and pass-through USB-C as well. So you can be charging your computer. Now, the bonus on this is this little thing right here. It has a USB-C device that you put on your computer. Has a little thing on the side that you can just put it there and just let it rest and connect all your things while you're streaming. This is what I'm taking. I love this thing. This is what I travel with every time I go somewhere. And basically, this is it also has gigabit Ethernet, 100 watts of pass-through power, which is really amazing for this little device. I have a bigger device of OWC that only passes through 90 watts. So this one right here passes through 100 watts, and that means that you can charge your computer while you're using it. So for example, I have a MacBook Pro that I take. I put it through USB-C. I put the USB-C to my computer, to my laptop, and it charges while I'm using it. So that's really powerful for me. Also, you can use this if you're not going to charge it or don't need the charge. You can also use it to connect the monitor, a second monitor. I put HDMI and I put USB-C. You can have two monitors connected to this thing. So this is just really nice. It's small. You can put it in. What? I got it. I got the joke. So it's really nice and it's compact, basically. It's by a brand that this is my favorite hubs brand or dock brands. It's from OWC. It's been going down in price. I bought it, I think, at the original price. I think it was about $80 or $85. Right now it's $64.99. Obviously, they update the pricing. But yeah, this is just, and it's solid. This is like aluminum finish. And it has a 2-year OWC limited warranty. They're really good. The company is really good with the warranties. I've thrown this thing around everywhere, in my backpack, in my pocket, in my everywhere, basically. And this just works. That's why I like. You connect it, you forget about it, and that's it. Basically, that's it. So this piece of equipment is one of the things that I'm going to be taking while I'm on travel to visit my family in Puerto Rico and get some Christmas and eat a lot of food, to be honest. So, but yeah, this is small. The small factor of it is just amazing. Look at this thing. It's just small. It has a bunch of stuff that you need. And that's basically it. and it's solid. So anywhere you take it, if you drop it, which I drop things all the time, you'll be sure that this will be fine. It will still be working. So OWC travel dock. If you don't have one, get one. This is what you need whenever you go live streamer, you're going on the road. This is the little thing that you need. So you can put a webcam, put a microphone. You know what I use with it, Insta360. I take the what is it? The Wave 1, and that's it. The Wave 1 and the Insta360. Obviously, some lighting, but the lighting doesn't go connected to here because it's battery based. So that's it. And in hotels, that's where I travel to many hotels when I'm on travel. There you go. If you're doing business hotels, you can just connect it, and you'll have great wired internet for whenever you're streaming. So if you're a streamer and you're on the road, or you would like to take your computer on the road and have like a different, I have a separate display that I take around, because obviously I'm so used to two displays. This works with my display, with my camera, with my microphone, everything. Plus, I have the ability to put 100 watts of power to it if need be. So this is it. This is the real deal. Go get it.
Thank you so much, Doctor. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Other than bringing you coffee, I guess it's doing everything as much as you were describing, and I think that it's a great it's actually a great deal. So thank you so much for sharing with us this life hacks. I guess somehow we can call it that way. And Doctor, please stop throwing things on the ground. Stop doing it. Not all the products are actually made for it. So I'm waiting next time to
There you
hear
go.
what you were throwing.
That's what you need next.
And what was the experience.
Yeah, that's the one.
Ooh, I don't challenge it. I don't think that that's something you need to challenge. Doctor, thank you so much. And we are moving to Grant to share with us about the Echo Dot.
Yes,
sorry,
the Echo Dot.
generation,
Although
actually.
I am now mesmerized by that Stream Deck, so I have to go check that out. Thank you, Doctor, once again for spending my money for me. So weirdly, this was like I kind of got this product as like a novel product, but I really love it. And one of the things when it comes to setting up the studio as well is I'm looking for tools like the Stream Deck that are going to streamline and make my stream easier for me to do stuff. So let's just talk about the basics of this. This is an Echo Dot. It's a tiny thing. Now, guys, if you are watching this and you have got an Amazon Echo Dot or some kind of Alexa products, then I apologize in advance because I'm going to be saying Alexa a few times, which will set those off as well. So basically, this is the kind of smart Amazon Alexa device. So I can talk to I say her. She's become a companion, a friend of.
I don't know that one.
See what I mean? She interrupts me all the time. So it's become a companion with me whilst I'm streaming. And for an Amazon live streamer, it's really nice. And I think it was Stephen that I stole this idea from, that whilst you're streaming, you can ask her for information, and she will give you product information on different things. If you're doing seasonal shows, such as for the holidays, you can ask about the holidays. During the recent Black Friday and Cyber Monday stuff, again, I was asking her about those particular days. So it adds content to it. But more importantly, it does everything else. If I need to set an alarm for something, so I could say, Alexa, set an alarm for 15 minutes time. Cancel. So yeah, so you can set this, and here's where it gets really cool. If you've got the Amazon smart plugs and you've got compatible smart lighting or any of the kind of smart home products, this Alexa connects to those as well. So you can control your studio setup literally whilst you're stood here. Now, I've not set this up yet, but it's my plan over the next month to set this up so I can have different colored lighting, different color setups, and have them all controlled via this device. So I could ask Alexa to activate certain plugs, the Amazon smart plugs, so that can activate different lights that have got going on as well. And again, with the Philips Hue, the smart light bulbs, I can change the intensity and the color of those lights as well. So again, it means no rummaging around in the corner of your room to unplug something and plug something else in. This Alexa can take care of all of that. And most importantly, you can have some real fun by asking Alexa different things, such as, Alexa, how much do you weigh? Alexa, how much do you weigh?
I am weightless, like a cloud. Wait a minute, clouds actually weigh a lot. So that's not quite right. Let's just say I'm more sass than mass.
I love that. More sass than mass. That's my new tagline. And again, you know, it adds that bit of humor as well. And it's great for whilst you're on stream. So, Alexa, what is pi?
The number pi is approximately equal to 3.14159. Did that answer your question?
It did. So,
Thanks for your feedback.
it's okay. Alexa, why are you blue?
A blue light on your device generally indicates Alexa is processing your request. If the light is rotating continuously, your device may be powering on.
There you go. So again, great for stuff. And again, I had loads of fun asking Alexa about jokes. She tells lots of jokes. Not many of them are actually funny. If you're into dad jokes, it's great for that. But again, like I say, it's great for adding content. But most importantly, let's say I need to leave here, my home, and travel somewhere. I can ask Alexa for what the traffic is like on my journey. I can ask her to call friends that are in my contact list. I can add stuff to my diary. I can stream music if I've signed up to the various different music software that's out there, which I'll not do that whilst we're live. All of these things are now voice controlled and so simple. And this is a tiny little device that normally just sits next to this Christmas tree over here. And I can just ask those questions, and Alexa becomes my personal assistant, taking care of those things, adding things to to-do lists, contacting friends
My
if I need
personal
to.
assistant taking care of things, adding things added to your to-do list.
There we go. And she even echoes what I say. So I got this as I thought it would be great to demonstrate for a great gift idea for the holiday season coming up. But to be honest, it's transformed my studio and how I kind of set things up as well. For someone that's not great at writing things down and not great for writing notes, my life is always on the go. I can literally, as I've had a phone conversation, I can then ask her to add those notes, to put that in my diary, to set a reminder. And again, especially if I'm cooking, to set something that can kind of say, listen, I'll just cover her ears up for a minute, set an alarm for so many minutes time. It means in my scattered brain, I'm not getting distracted and forgetting about it. Alexa reminds me about this constantly. It is
What's
such
the reminder for?
we don't need a reminder. Alexa, cancel. Alexa,
When should I?
Alexa, I've got 99 problems. Oh, she's not going to do it. Alexa, I've got 99 problems.
But a glitch ain't one.
So yeah, that is the Amazon Echo Dot. For me, a great fun as well as practical tool. And when it comes to live streaming, to be able to have fun with your tools as well is all you can ask for.
That was good.
Yeah,
That was
I
perfect.
apologies for that, Grant. My Alexa was joining in too. The cooking timers are absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I did a roast dinner on Sunday, and once I've got the chicken in the oven and the veg prepared, I then set timers to put the roast potatoes in, then another timer to put the steamed vegetables in, and everything works out perfectly. But it's all down to Alexa.
Yes.
For kids' homework too. They remember.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Chris has just asked, does she listen to you or everyone? She has no loyalty whatsoever. She will listen to everybody, which is why whenever you're live streaming and you're talking about Alexa, you've always got to let people know, because otherwise you'll have some fool like me that goes, Alexa, set alarm for 4 a.m.
Alarm set for 4 a.m. tomorrow.
Don't forget to cancel
We have
it.
to throw we have to troll your Alexa and other Alexas during like the stream. It's like it's genius. But like one thing that we have to mention, we are actually breaking the records that we had like 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago we were speaking about like the product, the TP-Link Tapo pan for like $24.99, and right now actually the Echo Dot is for $14.99.
There you go.
Oh
I'm
my
an
God.
honorary
Oh
Yorkshireman,
my
so I'm
God.
anything but cheap.
So what a great show with so many like affordable products. So that's actually great. And if we're speaking about affordable products, and Nick, a second before you were showing us, I guess, one of like the cheapest cameras that we ever present on screen, and from the cheapest one we are moving to a different one. I will just mention a different one, of course, with a different features, with a different like set of quality, and you will tell us more about it. So the stage is yours.
Oh,
Nick.
thank
Sorry.
you so much. Yes. Well, this isn't going to solve my home security issues anytime soon. However, I can actually take it out with me and live stream like a boss anywhere I want to go. This is the Logitech Mevo Start. This is my absolute favorite live streaming camera because it's not just a wireless live streaming camera. It is a live streaming camera and outside broadcast studio all in one. We don't need, listen, I absolutely love using BeLive for my live streams, but if I'm out and about, I don't need any third-party software to enable me to live stream to Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Vimeo, LinkedIn, and anywhere else, because it's got RTMP all simultaneously. So I can live stream to websites, we can use other software to live stream and syndicate. It is awesome. We can use cell phone data, Wi-Fi hotspots. It shoots in 1080 high definition. It's got a fantastic Sony f2.8 lens on it, which just delivers. And really, I'd like to say to you, the reason that I'm showing it to you in hand is because I want you to see it, because normally I've got it actually facing me. It just ran out. I forgot it ran out just before we came live, so I switched it over. But on the plus side, I can actually now show you the camera. So as I said, it's got a brilliant f2.8 Sony lens on the front. It's got a microprocessor which really helps with anti-distortion as well. It's got a 3-mem mic spatial array, and that gives us some absolutely great audio as well. It never works particularly well for me indoors because this is the most audio abhorrent room that there is, but outdoors absolutely fantastic. Now we can also at the back here, apart from its great audio, we can also plug in our lavalier microphones as well. Indeed, as Corinda was asking me earlier, even with a 3.5 to USB jack socket, we can plug in the Blue Yeti as well. So we've got all these audio options we can control. It's absolutely brilliant. Now there is, I said it's wireless, but of course it's got a charging wire, cable, which is USB-C to USB, but then also that allows it to actually become a wired webcam. So that's really cool. But one of the coolest elements is that if you're out and about and you're using either your cell phone or Wi-Fi, we can't control the bandwidth with which to live stream. So potentially everyone's pinging the same cell tower, we're all fighting over the Wi-Fi hotspot, and that can have an effect on your live stream. Fear not, you are in safe hands, because we can also slide in a 128 gigabyte SD card. Well, I think you can even go higher than that, to be honest. That is going to give us 14 hours of perfect high definition recording, because we record the live stream while we're live streaming. So no matter if you're out and about, maybe you're recording your kids' sports, concerts. Hey, if you're a businessman, maybe you're recording your presentation at your local Chamber of Commerce or live streaming it. You're getting a fantastic recording as well. Absolutely unbreakable. It's taking it directly from the camera. It's not going up in the cloud. You're going to get perfect. So if anything does go wrong, you can go home, upload it, you're good to go. As I say, it's also a broadcasting studio. We can drop in lower thirds, we can have PDFs, we can have slideshows. It's got the most amazing countdown timer that you can play around with as well. You can actually set it either to a specific time or count down a set number of minutes. So that's really handy. It is, interestingly, it's shaped like this for this little element here. We've got a universal tripod mount here, and this allows us to dissipate the heat. So as you mentioned, it's got a 6-hour battery life, and so the battery might get warm inside. So we want to dissipate heat, and that will dissipate it down through tripods. Now, last time I tried this with Stephen, I couldn't muster the strength to undo it. It's there we go, worked perfectly this time. Yeah, so it is, not only can we mount it on a tripod, we have this little element here that we can just unscrew, and lo and behold, it's going to be longer than I thought now. Lo and behold, we can actually mount it on a standard microphone stand as well. So actually, we could probably pop it on Grant's boom microphone as well. So that's really cool. And also, we can put it in back to front, and there's another mounting option as well. It is absolutely an amazing camera. Not only do I tend to use it now for all my live streams, it's so easy to control because it's got an 86-degree diagonal field of view, and so we can just pan around, zoom in and zoom out. So I'm finding myself using it pretty much to actually record all my videos as well. So there we go. That is the Logitech Mevo Start. Absolutely, if you want to up your live streaming game and live stream anywhere, then grab one of these. You can get a set of 3, and again, using it with the app, then you've got multiple angles, and that is really key, because then you can actually start to keep people, if you ever see a TV show or films, there's normally, it's like a 5 seconds, and it will snap, it will go to a different scene or a different angle, and it keeps you involved. So that's really cool. Awesome. There will be more, I guarantee it. But man, it's like all these things. I don't know. I get another Mevo. Do I get a Stream Deck? Do I get another cheap camera? I don't know. It's all these things. But this one, I was going to do a top 10 of my favorite Amazon purchases towards the end of the year. The way you do. I'm not a betting man, but I'm pretty certain this is going to be the number 1. So yeah, Logitech Mevo Start, absolutely fantastic live stream camera and outside broadcasting studio.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nick. And yeah, I guess like I'm a disclaimer, like I'm for sure, like I'm every camera and every product that we're showing has its own purposes and features and pricing, and it's different like humans. Each and one of us is different. So like yeah, all the products that we're showing have different purposes and different like pricing tag and different like use cases actually, and it's based on the needs to which camera or microphone or whatever to buy, and of course that like the scale of pricing is even higher that we're actually showing on our show. So yeah, that's really great one, and for sure that like the Mevo is one of the smartest cameras when it comes to like the ability, the features, and the ability to go live directly without like using actually like a Wi-Fi or like to connect it. You can just use like the cell towers. The 4G, I guess. I'm not sure about the 5G if it's supported or not. But yeah. It is. We know, Stephen. We know. Do we?
I'm not sure. I'll have to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have thought so, because it's going through the app.
Till our next show, I guess that we'll bring you this kind of knowledge. We have something to take care and something to check, and I guess that we'll do it.
Actually, Daniel, could I just quickly say, thanks to our good friend Krinder, it's not waterproof. He dropped his in a pool, I think, and discovered it's not waterproof at all. I kind of get that.
It's Mevo.
Just in case.
It's not a GoPro. It's not a GoPro. It's actually a Mevo. And like we were thinking the doctor is doing like crazy things with his equipment, but now we are actually challenging even doctor.
Yeah.
And doctor, thank you so much for joining us today. We're really missing you. Doctor has to leave the show and to take care about other things. So thank you so much for that. guys, after like long time that we were not like live 4 weeks or something like it was such a great moment to be here with you and to run the show. I was actually missing all of you, so thank you so much for joining me and being here. And I guess we'll see you all in next week. Couple of words before we're ending the show.
Yeah, I'll just say, I mean, it's weird. Like, even though we're in this and we're always got our finger on the pulse of products. Literally, since I saw Dr. Elo's Stream Deck Plus, I'm on Amazon trying to purchase it as we speak. But at the moment, they won't transport it to the UK, so that saves me some money. But it's great to see what we have between ourselves as well. It's always fascinating.
Yeah, it is. We do influence each other. And we learn from each other as well. It's just perfect.
It is. And if I don't get a Stream Deck by next week, I'm in so much trouble. I feel like I'll be drummed out the gang.
It's one of those tools that once you get it, like I got mine and I had it sat on the side for ages, like trying to figure out how to work it. And it was interesting to see Stephen, how he's got so much knowledge of it now. But once you've got one, that it's a game changer.
I know. I might have to go with Elo's. I like the twiddly.
It's the ideal Christmas present for yourself.
Yeah,
exactly.
Take care, Nick. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. It was a great one as always. Thank you so much, and have a great one. Thank you.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you next
Bye,
week.